nestled in the rural northern reaches of Louisiana, roughly a 3-hour drive from the vibrant city of New Orleans, once stood a haunted house attraction known as the Farmer's Grave Haunted Orchard. In 2014, a new and peculiar addition was reportedly introduced to draw in curious thrill seekers. Disguised as an unassuming, dilapidated shack, this structure concealed a truly bizarre interior. Within its walls, visitors were confronted with a room entirely lined with mirrors, strategically positioned to reflect endlessly upon one another. The origins and original intent behind this curious installation remain unclear, but the lore suggests it was inspired by the unsettling imagery of the Clive Barker Hellraiser films. Inexplicable and unsettling occurrences allegedly began to plague the site, leading it to earn the ominous moniker of the Devil's Toy Box. This small, mirrored chamber has since become the subject of a chilling urban legend. Whispered tales of a space that drives those who enter it to the brink of madness, while also attracting the presence of ghostly forces. What started as a simple haunted attraction has evolved into a captivating and disturbing story, one that continues to pique the curiosity of those drawn to the unknown. The legend surrounding the Devil's Toy Box has captivated the imagination of many. At the heart of the story is the claim that those who enter the mirrored chamber are overcome by a host of unsettling symptoms. Visitors have reported experiencing nausea, headaches, trembling, dizziness, muscle pain, visual and auditory hallucinations, and even seizures. The average person is said to only last a minute or two before the effects become too overwhelming, forcing them to flee the room. The longest recorded stay was by a 52-year-old father of 3 named Roger Heltz, who managed to endure for an astounding 4 minutes and 37 seconds. However, this experience left him in a morose, nearly vegetative state, unable to speak. This chilling detail has only added to the mystique and unease that surrounds the Devil's Toy Box. The origins and purpose of this peculiar installation remain shrouded in mystery. Some speculate it was inspired by the unsettling imagery of the Hellraiser films, while others believe it may have been an ill-conceived attempt to create a unique, yet bizarre, haunted attraction. Regardless of its initial intent, the Devil's Toy Box has evolved into a disturbing urban legend, one that continues to draw the curious and the brave, eager to uncover the truth behind its haunting effects. As the unsettling tale of the Devil's Toy Box began circulating, a flurry of bizarre and chilling accounts soon followed. It was said that lingering too long within the mirrored chamber could drive people to the brink of madness, with some even taking their own lives or descending into unhinged delirium. Eyewitness reports emerged of individuals fleeing the shack, screaming in terror and claiming to have witnessed ghostly apparitions or demonic presences. Stories were told of people being hospitalized after their encounters, their bodies marked with mysterious scratches and bruises. The legend only grew more ominous, with whispers that if one could endure the shack's effects long enough, the devil himself would manifest before the unfortunate soul. Even more chilling were the accounts of visitors vanishing without a trace after entering the cursed structure. Online forums and discussion boards were flooded with these unsettling tales, blurring the line between fact and fiction. It became increasingly difficult to discern which stories were rooted in truth and which were merely creepy fictional narratives crafted to further capture the public's imagination. Nonetheless, the aura of mystery and dread surrounding the Devil's Toy Box only continued to intensify, drawing the curious and daring them in equal measure. After the owners of Farmer's Grave Haunted Orchard, a middle-aged couple named Will and Darlene Sawyer supposedly shut down the attraction, the Devil's Toy Box remained, left to decay in the elements. This abandoned shack, now shrouded in mystery and intrigue, became a magnet for curious trespassers, eager to test their luck and uncover the truth behind the unsettling tales. The stories of paranormal occurrences only intensified as the years passed. Whispers of shadowy figures lurking in the surrounding woods, and strange, unexplainable phenomena plaguing those who dared to enter the shack spread like wildfire. The legend now claimed that the Devil's Toy Box was responsible for the mysterious disappearances and even the deaths of countless young thrill seekers. One particularly chilling account tells of a young man named John Tyler who allegedly burned down the cursed structure after experiencing a terrifying ordeal within its mirrored walls. He reportedly described a sensation of being trapped, with reality itself becoming distorted and warped around him. This harrowing tale only added to the growing mythology surrounding the Devil's Toy Box, cementing its status as a haunting and captivating urban legend that continues to intrigue and unsettle those who hear its name. While the true origins and purpose of this peculiar mirrored chamber remain shrouded in mystery, the stories that have emerged have only fueled the fascination. Some have theorized that the mirrors within the shack were somehow harnessing paranormal or interdimensional energies, creating a distorted and unsettling space that could push the limits of human perception and sanity. The idea that this cursed structure could be opening doorways to realms beyond our understanding has only added to the sense of dread and unease surrounding the Devil's Toy Box. Fueled by the stories that plague the online forums and discussion boards, tales of the box's haunting effects have spread far and wide. These stories of people experiencing nausea, hallucinations, and even seizures after spending time in its mirrored walls have only heightened the sense of danger and foreboding. Some members of these online communities even claim to have created smaller versions of the box, with instructions for DIY projects circulating the internet, further blurring the line between fact and fiction. In my opinion, the enduring mystery of the Devil's Toy Box lies directly in its ability to captivate the imagination and tap into our deepest fears and curiosities. Whether the stories are rooted in truth or simply the product of creative storytelling, the legend continues to evolve, drawing in the curious and the brave, all eager to uncover the truth behind this haunting and bizarre structure. Despite its widespread popularity, and admittedly its captivating nature of the legend surrounding the Devil's Toy Box, it has been revealed that the entire story was fabricated by author Joel Farrelly, who published it on the website Thought Catalog. Farrelly's intention was to create a new urban legend, akin to the chilling tales found on the popular Reddit forum r/nosleep. He wanted to craft a story that could be perceived as potentially real, one that would capture the public's imagination and spread across the internet. To Farrelly's surprise, his fictional tale did indeed take on a life of its own, with people eagerly sharing and discussing the unsettling details of the Devil's Toy Box. The story spread across various online platforms, with many individuals convinced that it was a genuine paranormal phenomenon. Even after Farrelly came forward to acknowledge the entire narrative was a work of fiction, the legend has continued to persist, with some individuals steadfastly insisting that the Devil's Toy Box is a real and haunting structure. This episode serves as a prime example of how urban legends can be born and how they can become deeply embedded in discussions surrounding the paranormal and the unexplained. The ability of a well-crafted fictional story to captivate the public's imagination and take on a life of its own, even in the face of the author's admission of its fabrication, highlights the power of storytelling and the human fascination with the mysterious and the unknown. The enduring popularity of the Devil's Toy Box legend, despite its fictional origins, underscores the enduring appeal of such tales and the way that they can become woven into the fabric of our collective consciousness. It is certainly a fascinating glimpse into the phenomenon of urban legends and how certain stories can be widely reported as real, even when they are entirely fictional. This tale serves as a cautionary reminder that we must be discerning when it comes to the paranormal and the unexplained, as the line between fact and fiction can and often do become blurred. What are your thoughts on this not-so-urban legend? Be sure to let me know in the comments down below, because for now, for tonight, I think we're going to have to add the Devil's Toy Box to our never-ending, but our always growing Tales from the Dark.